Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabans. So I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And I always see them. And today we're going to be talking about this hilarious ass series. Oh, man. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. The reason I'm laughing is because of a title that I've come up. Anyway, I'm going to tell y'all later. So anyway, we're gonna be talking about this series today. Why am I laughing, man? I had a very good laugh the other day when the Dallas Mavericks played against, not the Dallas Mavericks, the Denver Nuggets, played against the Los Angeles Lakers for a few reasons. One, because people were trying to hype up the series. Oh, the Lakers are gonna catch them early when they're not ready, and blah blah blah. And to be fair, as I was watching that game, I was totally astonished at how well the Lakers were playing, especially in that first half. The Lakers actually had a 3-point lead going into the first half, of 60-57 lead, when LeBron James hit a pivotal 3-point shot to give the momentum going into the second half. Then the third quarter rolled around, and then the Lakers were held to 18 points in that third quarter. Remind you, they had a 3-point advantage. Then the Denver Nuggets ended up scoring 32 points. And they ended up finishing that third quarter with an 11-point lead. And I was like, what just happened? And it looks like in that third quarter, the Denver Nuggets just went into hyperdrive. And by the time the Lakers were able to recover in that fourth quarter, it was essentially all she wrote. And in the fourth quarter, LeBron James just basically pulled a Houdini out of his hat and just disappeared. Like, he jumped inside the hat and disappeared. We were all looking for him in the fourth quarter, only attempting 2 shots and scoring 4 points in that fourth quarter. So what happened this morning, I was doing some research and I came across a fadeawayworld.net article that had the following headline saying, Mike Malone continues to clap back at the Lakers. And I was like, oh, this is going to be interesting. Let me find out what he's talking about here. But before we even get into Mike Malone's comments, this video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks, which is the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. PrizePicks is really simple. Instead of just selecting a team, you just select 2 or more players, pick more or less their projected stats, and then you place your entry. For example, this week, I'm selecting 2 entries. Stephen Curry for more than 25 points, and then I got Anthony Davis for more than 2 blocks, and Damian Lillard for more than 4 3-pointers made. PrizePicks is also the only daily sports platform with an injury insurance policy. So for example, if you have a player who gets injured in the first half and doesn't return to the second half, that player gets automatically rebooted. What I also love about PrizePicks is that it offers weekly promotions like Taco Tuesdays. Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value. So go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. That's go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So let me read what the article says here, then continues on. Michael Malone recent remarks reflect a continued assertiveness towards the Lakers, suggesting that despite their efforts to adjust, the Nuggets remain confident in their ability to compete. Malone's comments come in response to questions about the perceived differences in the Lakers lineup compared to last year's matchup. We've only played them 3 times in the regular season and did not really see any differences. I'm sure they feel pretty comfortable knowing what we're about, and we feel just as comfortable knowing what they're about. With all that being said, you can prepare all you want, but once that jump ball goes up, you get a much better idea of where we are at. Basically, what Mike Malone is saying here goes back to a quote that I saw from Usain Bolt, who was explaining how to run a 100-meter dash. And he basically he took us through when he starts off the race, his drive phase, then when he kicks into gear. And then he said towards the final, I think 30 meters, he says something interesting, Usain Bolt. He says, no matter how well you thought you prepared, how prepared you are, who you are, what you think you are, what you think you're doing. He said, no one is going to beat me in the last 30 meters because that's when I'm at my fastest. Basically saying that you don't have a chance, no matter, regardless of whatever the hell you think you're planning. And I think this was before the 2012 Olympics there. Basically, what Mike Malone is saying, regardless of what everyone has said, regardless of what everyone will say, they know who we are. We know who they are. I think what he's essentially saying is, we're still better than these guys by a pretty wide margin, and they know it, and we know it. I think that's the message that he's sending. When I look at the Denver Nuggets play the Lakers, especially in the second half of games, when the Lakers have played a very good game, and, you know, they think that they're in the game, the Denver Nuggets, even if they're down, they always tend to kind of kick into hyperdrive, and they just seem to take their play to another level, even if the Lakers have a lead. They have this level of confidence about them that no matter what the Lakers do, they're going to find a way to out-execute them and beat them. And that's essentially what happened even in Game 1. Game 1, the Lakers were playing so well. I actually thought that the Lakers had a chance to win that game. But the Denver Nuggets didn't really seem panicked. They just kept playing their game. And then before you know it, they just started executing, hitting shots, and the Lakers just let go of the ropes, and they essentially toppled them. And that's what I'm noticing with these guys. They just seem to have this supreme level of confidence when playing against the Lakers. And I think it starts with their coach. Because Nikola Jokic is not someone that's going to talk trash. There are a lot of players who are going to talk trash and be like, yo, we got you, and blah, 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 blah. Mike Malone is not that. I mean, Nikola Jokic is not that way. But his coach is. I think Jamal Murray is. So I think those guys are the ones that put the battery in his back. They're like, yo, they can't deal with you. They can't deal with you. And I think you see that. The Lakers have no answers for these people, man. They have no answers for them. I don't even know who has an answer for this team. I have this team, as much as I'm supporting the Clippers, I actually have this team coming out of the Western Conference, and I have the Denver Nuggets winning it all. I think they are that formidable. That's what I think, and I think we're going to see more of their continued dominance when they play the Lakers today. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. So the question to the audience is this. Based off of what you saw in Game 1, do you think that the Lakers have a chance to really make this thing a series? Or do you think that, listen, the Denver Nuggets are most likely going to close out this team in 4 or 5 games? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.